Hey guys, Moustache here with another S.H.Figuarts Power Ranger review, this time of the Red Wind Ranger from Power Rangers Ninja Storm. So let's get right into it. So getting into the box here, we look at the front, it does say Red Wind Ranger. It's kind of a tongue twister for me. And then on the bottom we do have Power Rangers Ninja Storm, Tamashii Nations, Bandai, ages 15 and up. And then we do get kind of a screen door kind of effect piece in the back, as well as if you see all the hands and some of the extras there. We do get a kind of 3/4 view here of the Red Ranger, so that's very cool, kind of a way to show off the box. On the side we do get the Red Wind Ranger logo, as well as S.H.Figuarts. Going to the back, we do have the normal taglines of movable, molding, and optional parts. It does say Red Wind Ranger, as well as we do get the Red Wind Ranger wings. Wow, say that times fast. S.H.Figuarts Simple Style Heroic Action, as well as the back is really cool. We do get to see the figure in different poses, but the one thing I think that kind of takes away from the back is that we do get this kind of chainmail design on the back that's also on his arms, and it kind of makes it a little plain. It kind of looks just gray. Then on the side here we do get the S.H.Figuarts and the red wings, and then the tagline, or the kind of things that we see on all the boxes here that says S.H.Figuarts is a new standard for pursuing figure series that incorporates the Bandai action figure art under the theme pursuing character expression through humanoid action. And then we're back at the front, as well as on the top we do get the S.H.Figuarts and then the Red Wind Ranger in gold with the red wings, and then we do get the warnings, and then Tamashii Nations on Twitter, and then TamashiiNations.USA on Facebook. One thing I think would be cool if they would have done, I know they did it with the MMPR ones. This one did come up before the MMPR, so I'm sure they didn't think about it yet. But if they would have made this text on the side with kind of gold, kind of like how it is on the front, you'd be able to see that text better just because it is bigger. So let's get into the box and see what's inside. So first off, we're going to start off with the accessories, and we're going with the Hawk Blaster first. So here we have the Hawk Blaster, looking very cool. We do get the Bandai S.H.Figuarts Tamashii attention to detail when it comes to the accessories here. So as you can see, we got that wind turbine, as well as the silver and green for the Hawk Eye. We do get the gold for the beak, red right there, and we do get some gold right here, as well as we get a nice Wind Ranger wings on the bottom here, as well as the gold and silver in there. It looks like they did do some panel lining in here as well. It looks very cool. Going to the bottom, you do see kind of a crease here for when they put that together, but it still looks very cool. Just like the other side, we do get the logo, the gold, the beak, and then going to the top, we do get the line again. But it's not too bad. If you're going to be posing it, you're going to most likely be posing it this way or like straight ahead. It's not going to look too bad. And then we do get a little dip in here for the muzzle of the Hawk Blaster. And then the next two accessories we're going to get are going to be the swords. So I'm going to start off with this one here. So we do get the sheathed sword. So that looks very cool. He can grab this from the back, as well as it does come out. One thing I thought would have been cool is if the sword would have been able to go into here, but it still looks really good nonetheless. It's very cool. We do get the silver, gold, black, red on these. So it looks like it was just molded in red, and they went ahead and painted it with the extras. We do get a peg on there for the back of the Ranger. And then we do get the gold and black, as well as the silver at the top. So it looks very good. So we'll go ahead and put that down, and then we'll bring out the sword here. So here we have the sword. Just like the hilt on the sheath sword, it does have all the gold, red, and silver there. And then we do get the gold, black, and silver on the sword here. Looks like I might have a little black here on my sword. Yeah, that's not rubbing off, so we got a little problem there. But other than that, it looks very cool. So here are them side to side. See, we could have probably gotten a, sword version that would stick in there. It would have been very cool to see that, but nonetheless it's still very nice because they do end up coming up to about like the same length. I think the difference would have been you know, how they would have managed to put the tip how it is right here, because they do pretty much lay on top of each other. So that's it for the accessories for the Red Wind Ranger. So let's get into all the optional hands now. So like I said, the sword does go on his back here. And so the first off, we do get the traditional closed fist hands, as we do get with all the other Power Ranger figures and or regular Tamashii Nations figures. So here we have the Red Ranger with the Hawk Blaster hand, as you can see in a very cool kind of jumping, shooting pose here. He does get a hand to cup the bottom of the Hawk Blaster, as well as one trigger finger hand for the Hawk Blaster. So it looks very cool. Everything kind of together, especially with the kind of sword with the back and the Hawk Blaster, makes it look very cool. You can get these kind of dynamic poses with the head too. I really like this pose as far as the kind of like falling or jumping with the Hawk Blaster. One thing I would like to mention too, on the inside of the hands, we do get some detailing when it comes to the palm. We do have like a little line and kind of cup here, which makes it look very realistic when it comes to the hand. I don't know if the camera will pick that up or not, but it does look very cool. And it's so easy to kind of pose the figure with the Hawk Blaster. You can kind of have these more like powerful poses, and you can kind of get these more powerful poses with the Hawk Blaster as well. So that looks very cool. So we'll go ahead and move on with the other hands. And then just like the box shows here, we do get the two hands to hold the wind sword. So that looks very cool. It's kind of cool to mess around with the wind sword. You can kind of get a lot of poses that look very kind of dynamic. Or you can kind of go for the what I seem to like a lot are the kind of air poses. So you can kind of have them going like that with the wind sword. Make it a little more dynamic. Kind of move the sword up here. So of course that looks very cool as usual with those air poses. He also does come with two of these kind of open hands, which seem like kind of karate chopping hands. As well as he comes with these two kind of symbol hands I've been using to kind of make the kind of like the Ultraman logo. But these look very cool. These look very, I guess, ninja-like. As well as he does come with two of the open hands this way, like the reaching out hands. One of the poses I've been making with these kind of reaching out hands is I've been taking off one of these pointed hands and going ahead and putting one of those on here, to where like he's making kind of the kind of morph that the Wind Rangers used to do, to where they would kind of spin the disc on the morpher here to kind of activate their powers. And I very much kind of like that pose because it's very kind of show reminiscent. So it's kind of like an action pose as well. So now let's get into the articulation of the figure. So go ahead and leave these hands on here. So as you know, the normal kind of stuff, they do go 360 degrees with the hands. They do go forwards and backwards or up and down. And then the arm does go the almost 90 degrees here. The arm will do 360 degrees on the back. Goes about that far in, which means he can reach to like almost his other shoulder. Goes about that far back, so he can look like he's reaching for a sword. And then going back to the head, we have a 360 degrees at the head. Looks up about that far, looks down that far. With the other hand, same thing, or the other arm, same thing, 360 degrees. Same thing at the wrist, up and down, or forward and backward. Goes almost 90 degrees. Can reach that far to kind of scratch his head. And then we'll go ahead and put that one back down. Going back towards the legs, we do get about that much range of motion because we do have a little swivel inside the leg, but not too bad. The leg does do the 360 degrees right here, just doesn't look very good. Leg does go farther than 90, as well as the foot does up and down, side to side because of the ball joint. And then the toe does do the toe curl like all the other S.H.Figuarts Power Rangers. Same thing with the other leg, goes up, goes back down, doesn't go forward, does up and down, move right there. And then going towards the waist, we do get the waist swivel here by the belt. The belt is free flowing, so you can go ahead and turn that around as you're doing the poses. Torso goes down about that far, goes back about that far. And then as you see here, we do have the kind of different pegs for the legs. So you can do kind of, you know, like a higher up pose, but it does make the figure look a little off. So that's it for the articulate. Oh, going back to the sword on the back too, the sword does do the 360 degrees. So that looks good. Just if you keep spinning it, it does come off. It kind of spins out of itself. So that's it for the articulation. So there he is, the Red Ranger. One thing I did forget to mention is this grabbing hand that he does come with that enables him to grab the sword from the back here, as you can see. I like kind of mixing up the hands, like with this one here, kind of have him in like a running / jumping pose, so he can kind of grab the sword and swipe it. But I did buy this guy for kind of a Forever Red display that I'm putting together. So I'm going to buy a lot of the S.H.Figuarts Red Rangers to put all together. Even the shows that I haven't seen, like some of the Japanese ones, I am really trying to get into. So they kind of mean more to me when I buy them. But that is the Red Wind Ranger. One thing I did kind of ultimately really like about the figure is kind of the attention to detail with the sword, as well as the morpher. A lot of things I really do like about this figure, like the details when it comes to his outfit. You can kind of see the wrinkles there. You can see the wrinkles on the chainmail and kind of around his legs. So I thought that was a very nice touch and attention to detail. Go ahead and like the video if you liked, as well as comment with any other S.H.Figuarts Rangers you think I should review. I will be picking up the Crimson and Navy Thunder Rangers to be part of a kind of extra Ranger display I'm also putting together. As well as subscribe for any other Power Ranger reviews I'll be going up. The Dragon Zord should be coming out pretty soon, so I should have that as well. So Moustache again. Peace!